Yeah.
Like, and it's just like,
That's
oh,
ugly.
no big deal. No
And
big
they'd
deal.
still win.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It looks like up next we got Radda versus, oh man, I'm just gonna say JV3.
Banjeezy.
Yeah, and ooh, we got Banjo. That's definitely a character I somewhat tried to dabble with, but it's too hard, man. Banjo's just
He's
too
not
hard.
good, bro.
Yeah.
He's not a character you can play without playing a lot. You know what I mean? Like, he looks pretty simple, but you gotta play a lot to know matchups with this guy, because he's like, I feel like he does everything, but he's like 80. Oh my god, he's dead. Radda, huge comeback.
Oh man. Oh, you're beating me up. Thanks for the rage, buddy. Don't get down
That's
by the
tragic.
Oh,
that
man.
was beautiful.
Both these characters are so troll. Both of these characters are what you don't want to fight into. Like,
yep,
you
on
like
opposite sides of the spectrum. Yes.
Yes, 100%, man. Oh, dude.
I don't want to get embarrassed by an Incineroar that's going to grab me 5 times and kill me, and I don't want people to run away from me over and over and spam grenades, you know? It's so hard.
So I actually, this is a topic I like to bring up. Who do you think is a better character, Duck Hunt or Fan? Because I actually think Duck Hunt is a better character because he cannot grab Fan. I think Banjo is so, like, he's so handicapped because you can just grab the grenade, which is like essentially his main right?
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily think that's why, but I do think Duck Hunt is better.
Okay.
I think the problem is that Banjo does everything, but he does it at about 70%. I think Duck Hunt does one thing at 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
makes sense.
Duck Hunt is like one of the quintessential camping characters, and I think Banjo can do it, but it's like not good. You know, he has the one move, or really 2 moves, but like one of them you can grab, like you said. Meanwhile, Duck Hunt has like a wall of things, you know?
Yeah. Set up the rifleman, put up the can, and like that, those 2 moves comparatively to like the 2 egg moves that Banjo brings to the table is just, it gets outclassed by far. But Banjo has like the speed, he has other things going for him, but he just feels like such a mixed bag.
Yeah. Somebody pointed out in my chat that this is like an episode of Looney Tunes. This feels very like Yosemite Sam against, you know what I mean? Like, this is very cartoony here. Up throw might do it? No. Yeah, just barely. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
That up throw is crazy strong. And that, like, notably, that was a no rage, because I believe rage starts around 35%, so the first stage of rage. So that was absolutely no rage. Just going to show how strong it is. And Banjo is decently heavy. He's not like super heavy. Incineroar is like 6th heaviest in the game. But yeah, I mean, it's just a really strong throw. Ooh, and the thing about Incineroar too, like, this character feels like he has a lot more identity than, say, Banjo, because it's like, oh, really good aerials, he's a grappler, you know, got the revenge. He feels more. Oh, really?
You didn't have to!
No, you know what's crazy? That up B was so... I was actually going to compliment Radda. I was like, wow, that's a really good up B to ledge, because like it was kind of like a middle up B, right? He didn't like go all the way down low. He didn't go extremely high. And I was like, yeah, how do you cover that? And it's just like, here comes Wonder Wing.
So you died. You died there because you thought that was a good up B, so you would have died.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I respected that up B way too hard. Right there, see, and see, that's the thing about Smash. Sometimes you're gonna lose a lot of games just for, you know, that over respect, right? Like, just in a lot of situations where, as you know, sometimes you just gotta bring out the Wonder Wing, one of the most degenerate moves in Smash Ultimate. There's a reason why you can only use it 5 times the stock.
Yep.
Oh man. Do you think Banjo would be viable if you could just have infinite Wonder Wings? Like, obviously that's a humongous buff, but like.
Infinite Wonder Wings? I don't know, actually.
It's just a move. Like,
I don't think he would be. I think it would help him, but I don't think he would be viable. I think he would be a much more annoying mid tier, high mid tier.
Like, you're just stacking, like, oh, how do we fix this gimmick character? Let's just add more gimmicks. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Make it so you can do that gimmick move more. Oh yeah, all right. It'll definitely be super hard to edgeguard him, because Wonder Wing is like a super souped up illusion. It's just like, yeah, I have armor. Like, you're not stopping this. Like, if you Wonder Wing the ledge, there's like very little counterplay you can do for that.
Yeah,
like,
but you only. Oh, that's a good point. You can't like. You can't ever stop him from coming back, and you can't really edge trap him either.
Yeah, I know Banjo's recovery isn't the greatest, but like when you calculate Wonder Wing, I think Banjo has one of the better recoveries in the game because like what makes his recovery bad is lack of air mobility. But like Wonder Wing takes care of that, right? It's kind of like Spacey. Spacey's most of them have bad air mobility, but then like Illusion is such a big burst of horizontal mobility. It's like, oh, okay, like that's where they're that's where they're getting their horizontal mobility from is from the side B. But like, but that's like, oh, Game & Watch?
Yeah,
like,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, it's fine. It looks like we gotta switch to Game & Watch. I feel like the Incineroar was doing fine though, honestly.
Yeah, I felt like the Incineroar did okay. It was just like that part at the end, but it can be kind of mentally taxing to fight against Banjo in that kind of matchup, like, and just feel like you're running into things over and over. Every time you're off stage, you're like on notice because of his down tilt, because of that Wonder Wing. Like, as Incineroar, there's a lot of stuff to watch out for, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, we got quite the upgrade here for Radda, and I mean, do I even have to ask Coney who you think wins this match?
Yeah, you don't. I think you know the answer. I mean, like, he has such a good move to stop projectiles, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what do you look at that? Okay, all of like, this is your character's identity, right back at you.
Yes.
It's rough. It's rough.
Very difficult. And you can see Radda using as many bombs as possible. Just trying to keep him at bay.
Yeah, it's just, and I mean, when you're, look at that. When you have to use, when your projectile game gets shut down, that's when Banjos are just gonna really feel desperate to the point of like, man, I just gotta make a wild guess here, right?
Yes.
And that's when, like, when you're starting to burn Wonder Wings like that in neutral, you're either gonna kill for it, or you're not gonna have enough for recovery.
Right.
I mean, we mentioned how, you know, Banjo's recovery works. It's actually really solid with the Wonder Wing, but without Wonder Wing, it's a pretty bad recovery.
It puts you in such a bad spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, your best bet is like, I'm damaging myself so I can like go up higher. Like,
yeah,
that's like kind of helpful, but not really, because they're still getting damage regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have to sacrifice damage to come back to the stage, that's such a losing battle. And Radda now, despite the fact, I feel like he's not like, I don't know, I feel like he's not winning like the neutral interactions more, but he's just like, they're not interacting now. You know what I mean? Radda's playing very sort of evasive, very sort of cagey, but
right.
Here, MajinListo, oh geez, yeah, close, but I like the idea on that Wonder Wing, but he's just kind of getting frustrated, I think, and trying to catch him.
Right, and honestly, it doesn't even look like Majin is really losing neutral that bad. It just feels like his character's tools are getting shut down.
I feel like Radda, yeah. Radda feels like he's like not even engaging. Like, you know what I mean? He's just like sort of jumping and up being, and like it looks like he's not even trying to fight him really.
Right, and I mean, why should you? When you're putting ooh, that was nice. Those nice. Really nice. And I mean, that's something that it's been known, but it's like those ones where I love seeing the extensions where they like pop them up into a platform and do it. Those are nice.
Yeah, I just like his up tilt in general. I wish it was better, but I feel like if it was better, I wouldn't like it as much. I just like the look of it, because it feels so satisfying when you hit it. You know?
You hit it off of a down throw, you're like, yeah, you're gonna match.
Oh, yes. It's like, it feels magical, dude.
Yes, yes. And you know what's crazy? Obviously, I wish Banjo was better, but I think Nintendo did a really good job of like bringing him into this game. Like all of his moves and stuff, they like the character feels so much like him.
Just if they were stronger.
Right.
Like if just forward air just like was like canon. Yeah, that's a good point.
K-Rool's moves like are very, like they feel very K-Rool. They like Nintendo did an amazing job of bringing him into the game. It's just like the moves aren't strong.
Yes.
Like his mechanic, like the belly mechanic. Like obviously there's a bunch of mechanics they could just make way better to be better. But the actual moves themselves, Nintendo did an amazing job of designing. Right now, Majin just trying to get an answer. Oh wait! Eventually, one will hit.
Yeah, well, he only gets 15, so like Radda was just not engaging, and Majin was just like, "Oh, word!" Like, all right.
So the 12th one hit. There. He's got 3 left. He's got 3 left. But I don't know if I like those odds, Coney. It's
yeah,
rough,
That's not... You gotta hit big there. But Majin is, it's looking pretty good. Oh, no. Big forward smash.
Banjo has the best parry animation.
Oh, it's very good. Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, no. The
Just
ultimate
big flexing.
The neutral V ledge trapping. It's too powerful. Too powerful for this bear.
Oh,
I like under hit the bait. That was a good bait. I like the idea of just tap it off on the exit. Oh no, and we got one left. How is he gonna use the last one?
I don't know. He's got to hold on to it. You got to get him up to like 70. He's doing this over and over, like the slow fall above the stage, you know? So like, if you just like wait, like this. Yeah, there you go. And wait for it. No, no. Oh, I was gonna say, you just wait for it.
No, and that, I feel like that was like the walk thing. That was like take it out.
Yeah.
Majin pulling the trigger a tad bit too. Yeah, Radda gonna go ahead and take that game number 2. But Majin did win game 1, so we'll see if he has a counter pick. I think, I mean, like we said before, this matchup is very rough. So,
yeah, I feel like that's not even. I don't know. There's such a matchup difference, and like we were talking about, I feel like Radda wasn't even engaging. Like he's not even playing at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like at that point, Majin, if you're playing Banjo versus Game & Watch, you're literally trying to fight Game & Watch with the fastest up B out of shield. Gets a lot out of it. Has extremely good disjointed aerials, and you just have to fight that with moves. Like you can't use your projectiles. You're just fighting it with Banjo's tilts and aerials.
Yeah,
that's hard. That's hard. Like Kazooie is a disjoint. Kazooie doesn't count Banjo's hurt boxes, but like Kazooie ain't outranging Game & Watch Nair and back. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah. There's no way that's happening. Like you lose.
So we'll see what the counter pick is here for Majin. See if he just sticks it out with the Banjo, or maybe we'll get a counter pick. Majin can lock him into Game & Watch. Game & Watch, surprisingly, like within the last 6 months, just kind of shot up as a character, right? Because of Meister doing incredibly well. So now a very, very meta character, and I don't like there's I don't even feel like Game & Watch has that many losers. It's like Game & Watch is that kind of character that loses to like certain archetypes, right? Like, oh, you got like really long range, you outrange Game & Watch, and
swords maybe, yeah.
You've seen a Cloud, I can see doing well with Game & Watch. But even then, I've seen Meister do well in those matchups too. So.
Oh sure, yeah.
I don't even think Game & Watch really gets like quote-unquote hard counts big. He just has like certain tools that it's a little more rough for him to deal with, but it looks like we're sticking it out with Banjo and Kazooie here.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised because I feel he thought he was gonna jump. I like MajinListo's ideas. It's just like I think it's like we talked about. Banjo just seems hard, man. Like he's not an easy character. He's very simple, but he's difficult to succeed. It's almost like Ganon. Like Ganon is simple, but he's hard to get the win with. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. And like, I do respect a lot of these things coming out from Majin, because at least he's doing it to the point where he ends up off stage, so we're not seeing like big punishes.
Yeah.
And like you said, Radda kind of just always willing to fade back. So even if Majin kind of puts himself off stage, Radda doesn't really seem comfortable pushing the disadvantage to the target game much.
Yes.
Like comparatively to someone like Meister. Like you give Meister like 2 red traps, edge guards, like you're gonna be ready.
Yes. Dude, Radda is just so willing to come in very slow. Like, he's up being not just to the ledge, he's just, like, flying halfway across the stage and going to center. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. It's to a certain point where you're like, you can hold down against the
just fast volley, dude.
Okay. Radda this time kind of going off stage here. And, okay, Majin back to the stage, but the down smash, no berry, but definitely still off the top.
Got him. Oh my god, alright, waste the 9, but... I think it's true random in this game, so you can get, any of them, you know?
I believe, can't get the one you previously got.
Is that what it is?
Definitely. So, like,
I thought it was in old games, but, yeah.
I think his next judgment cannot be it. That's like...
Gotcha.
No, but the Wonder Wing, and right now, I mean, Majin kind of still in that same boat of how are we going to kill this game?
Look at how high Radda went there. He like used both jumps and the up B. Like he just does not want to fight him. I feel like he's trying to frustrate him. You know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah. And like these up airs are going through grenade and stuff. It's just like, what do you do? And yeah, like you said, Radda kind of like there's so many situations where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna stick this like long range tool and disengage. And that is a strategy. If you can frustrate your opponent to the point where it's, like,
sure.
them, like, I mean, and you should do it, especially if you can see like, oh hey, like this person's really bad at dealing with decks. Like try to frustrate them and use it as much as they can.
Even if it's not the person, if it's the character, just like why not? Like more people would probably win if they ended up fighting character versus character rather than player versus character. You know what I mean? Like just play the matchup, bro.
Yeah, and that definitely is a thing at lower level. I feel like you can, especially low and mid, if you play the character matchup at low and mid and you're playing it right, you'll win most of the time if you're like, the same skill level as your opponent. But when you start getting into like the high and top level, that's when you gotta start having both.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many times I see in like low level and mid level play like the super craziest baller reads and I'm like, whoa. This character just can't really do much there. You just chill.
Yeah, sadly he's trying so hard to like get up there and like he's trying to get these smash attacks. He's trying to get like big reads, but Radda is just like, that's not what you do. You can't get it against Game & Watch. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, you just gotta wait for the opening. Even, one thing I haven't seen Majin do too much is up smash. Is probably one of like Banjo's better things. It's frame 9 up smash that covers both sides and kills. It's one of the better up smashes in the game, I would say.
This is a long match.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he had it, but just the wrong way.
Yeah, and I mean that wouldn't have killed at that part, but it definitely would have got a lot of damage. Any damage on Game Watch is a big deal because like even the egg trading with like forward air. Something that's like not that good. Whoa, that was very quick match.
It just feels like the hitboxes are just too much, dude.
Yeah. And I haven't seen Majin really go for the down to up, so we see that Radda is very willing to instant match out of the down.
Yeah. How many wings does he have left? Do you know?
I think 2. You're gonna have to use one to recover. Well, hey, we got on stage and you got the stock. Majin keeping the dream alive.
Well, this is what we talked about, like, in the last match, where it was like, okay, it all comes down to that. It's almost like the waft. Like, you cannot miss it now, you know?
And that's another thing about Banjo, too, that when you have a mechanic like Wing, they have so much charges per stock, it becomes a very hard character to make comeback, right?
Yes.
Because if you were on your last stock before they were, like, chances are when they take second stock, you're probably going to have like 2 people left, if you were conservative. And sometimes you're forced to use them just to recover.
Yeah,
like,
depending on the character, you you can't make it back.
And that's why you said like this character, it can be so gatekeeping sometimes. You have to outplay your opponent that hard, and Radda is making it very clear that top left platform is his. He owns it.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like you can make it to a certain point in the tournament with this character, but then like somebody's gonna do this to you. We're at 1 minute and 7 seconds, and there is no reason that Radda needs to engage.
Yeah. And Banjo, even though he has the grounded movement speed, it's still hard for him to get in because like dash attack is like, it's an alright dash attack, nothing crazy, right? Like he doesn't have a lot of tools to like Like his main game is like I'm like playing these mid-range mind games with all these projectiles and trying to like make it work from there, but you can't really do that versus a character like Game. And especially on a stage like Kalos. That's why like a lot of people bring up the argument of banning the stage because it kind of gives that Duck Hunt vibe. Like what we're seeing right now is very reminiscent to street camping in Smash 4 with Duck Hunt. And like, yeah, Game Watch is just running away from Banjo and he's up being and to the other platform, the other side of the stage. And there's not much Majin can do with that. He can try to call it out with his last Wonder Woman that he only has one of them. Kind of is.
Yeah, this.
And here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2.
What if he SD'd?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, the taunt.
Yes. Oh, and the parry? Did you really have to flex on him?
That's
He not only taunted chat, he taunted into parry. I don't think I've seen such a flex in quite some time. Wow. Well, that's Game & Watch, guys. If you guys enjoyed Game & Watch, yeah, I mean to be fair, it was Game & Watch versus Banjo. So I'm definitely not trying to throw shade at the character Game. Definitely, Game & Watch can definitely shut down characters like Banjo.